Hello, back again. Been dashing about this morning, but I have got another one of these. My favourite honey hole. I've made another jewellery bag, and this is a fair old size now. Anyone who saw me before will know I did quite well out of the last one. Please excuse the lisp. So yeah, hi Lex. Yeah, just got back with it, so thought, I'm going to do that. I have bought other jewelleries too, but I might do those in another video. Hello, Tasty. Hello, Mandy. How are you all? Very thin bag, but there's quite a bit in it. As I said before, yeah, I'm not expecting that by any means, Lex, but I thought, why not really? I'm going to tip it all out into my trusty tray and see what we've got. Yes. Right, shake it all loose, and here we go. Yeah, I'm not holding out the kind of hope that I had the last time. I mean, that was amazing, but that's a once in a blue moon. Okay, we've got here one of these. You always get these in the job lot, don't you? Summery though, good for summer, modern-y sort of thing. Let's get bags ready, modern-y sort of thing. May or may not sell separately. There are going to be tangles. I can see this. I see tangles ahead. Oh, tangles with a butterfly. That's got to come off somehow, surely. Yeah, I have to come up to some of these. Anyway, I'll pick up something I can actually deal with. We do have quite a few of these little bangles sort of things. Oh, yeah, out of season things. There we go. We'll just put stuff to one side. It's a tangled bag today. But we do have Santa Baby, or Baby Santa. Hello, Becky. How are you, lovely? Did have a lovely set of earrings with Santa Baby on them. Interesting. There's a big chunky monkey in here, so let's pull this out and see what's going on. That is a chunky monkey. Is that worn? No, actually. That's a statement and a half, isn't it? I don't know if it means to be bootless, but it's giving me those sort of vibes. Big old chunky thing. No maker on it. But there you go. Going to see you coming with that, aren't they? That's quite it's quite full on. It's modern, it's not vintage. Okay, it looks quite cool with something dark. Banana. Hello. Banana. Have I missed something tasty? Have I missed a joke there? Banana. Oh, hello, Queenie. Mean Girls as keyword on the Santa Baby earrings. I'll have to make a note of that because it's a bloody good idea. Right, let me put those to one side and that'll remind me to backtrack. Mean Girls. Okay. I think I could sell that. I think that's kind of crazy enough. It's very chunkily made and a little textured. Kind of weird though, huh? But who knows? Who knows? Wow, big baubles. You've got to admire some big baubles. Ack. Everyone wants to watch somebody untangle jewellery, don't they? But it's only Monday. These are quite colourful. That's an acrylic one. A bit moon glowy. Oh, it shows up far more. That's a crackle glaze. That might be a stone or ceramic of some sort. Kind of strange. There's a little label on here. So, oh, now that's going to be interesting. So I haven't got my loop with me. I think that says M&S. Pretty sure it does. So a more modern, fun piece. Oh, ignore the Mingles thing. No. Banana ball bags. Oh, the silver thing. Yeah. Well, you coined a phrase there, Tasty. It definitely does. Ignore the Mingles thing. Okay. Ignored. These are plastic beads, but they are vintage. But they are plastic, not stones. They're meant to look like various stones, but they are plastic beads. So they kind of got I don't know if they're meant to be shined up or whether it's maybe they just need a clean. But they're a little more vintage. Hang on, something on a ribbon. Something on a ribbon. Okay. Something on a ribbon. How bizarre. It's one of these multi-layered strands, silver tone chains. Quite modern. Actually, that does look very clean, in fairness. I'm not a big fan of fabric, but that genuinely looks like it's quite unsullied, which is always a good thing. Here come the stretchies. Pink faux pearls, anyone? When they have these sort of ends on them, is that because they can't be bothered to make a proper clasp or sort of home crafted, but they're quite a nice purpley lilac colour. So they'll amuse someone. I spot shells. There's always shells, aren't there? Shells on a wire. It's the beachy theme, I suppose. And they're on a brass, kind of antique brass colour wire. They're modern. But you see these everywhere, don't you? In fact, in fairness, I almost like the other side. Almost like the other side better. More interesting textures. Oh, hello, Sue. Hope you're well. Nice to see you. As I lisp my way through. I said it was a mixed bag. I've got a button with a butterfly on it. It's a button. Okay. Oh. Whatever this was, this has clearly come off something, so that'll definitely be for the craft a lot. Big pink flower, but things sticking out the back, so that's craft for sure. I've got a very large bag of craft, and I'm debating whether I should sort it into vintage craft lot and a sort of more modern one, because the vintage craft will go for more. And there are some very nice beads in there that I really don't want to let go for next to nothing. Excuse the squinting. I've got another loop somewhere. I have got more than one. Where is it? Is it here? Is it here? Possibly not. Oh, I hate that when you can't find something. No, I'm not going to waste your time fertling around down there for a loop. I can use my eye. Oh. Right. This is very lightweight. It's kind of a nice colour, I have to say. Sort of orangey, crackly colour. But it's very lightweight. I don't think it's vintage either. But I was curious about the clasp. That's what it was. I was wondering if the tarnish, what's the right sort of tarnish for? Silver. I'm thinking possibly no. Well, I will have a closer look at these when I've got my eyes in. I'm in a mess at the moment. Because I've been out and buying and doing things, I haven't been doing worky work stuff. There's a possibility that the clasp may be silver, but there we go. Just have a colour look like that, really. Wow. It's certainly got an unusual, could be plastic actually, could be a form of plastic. But we'll investigate. I think it's pretty, so I will most definitely want to be selling that if I can. The classic. Is this glass or not? Yeah, classic little set of beads. I do like these. I know they're everywhere, but they're just some lovely classic thing. Little vintage glass. I've got rather sore lips at the moment, so apologies if I don't sound very clear. I'm on my second set of Invisalign trays now, so I switched them out on the weekend. And I'm getting on with these ones a lot better than the first ones, strangely. So they're saleable, because I like those. I can see more of these. Good and dandy. This isn't gold, by the way. This is very much a chain, but it does have, I think it's showing up the wear. You know, sometimes I think, look, and I'm not sure whether it's wear or just different tones. I would say that has some wear, but that is definitely something that is got a little tingy on its label. What does it say? P what? PL 18K. So it had an 18 karat plate, but I think, to be fair, the back of the neck, some of that is worn. So I don't think I'm going to be able to sell that. Finding lots of different colour stretchy pearly things, although these ones are real. Those ones might be real. We will check them out. Again, they're slightly ubiquitous then, aren't they? Oh, Lord. Tangulations. Please undo. I'm not playing the game. There we go. Right, this is one of these. I think we do see quite a lot of these, don't we? I mean, they're pleasant. They're quite nice. I won't dismiss anything if I like the design of it, but they are acrylic beads, not glass. Sad to say, and there's no maker attached, so I'll probably get into a nice lot. Now I'm mixing my lots up now. Right. This has drawn my attention too. I just like the fact you get so much. It's like, oh, manifolds, hello. Now this is the, no, hang on, all the beads. Yeah, the beads are glass. That's, is that dichroic? It's got sort of glittery bits in. Sorry, not showing you very well. Excuse the lack of nails. And then there's these glass beads here, and there's some twists. They've also got glass in them. So that's quite pretty. It's not on a vintage clasp, particularly, but I don't think they're homemade ones. Sorry, I've got a sore tongue, that's why I sound a bit strange. Yeah, I always find these sort of donut things a little bit bizarre, but people like them. And people like glass. Ooh, these feel weird. Sorry, I'll show you and say these feel weird. They're kind of almost like rubber little beads. Would be very good for someone to craft with though, because the stretch is a little gone. Could be put to better use. Do really need to untangle that. It's all a bit of a muchness. I'll come back to that. These. Right. Small bangle. Far too small for me. As a lot of them are. Hang on, I've got some mixed up. Oh, hang on. Oh, what's gone on there? How did that get in there? That's weird. Let me just... Oh, there's an earring there as well. Gosh, it's all muddled up together. Okay, I don't think this is silver, which is a shame because it's pretty. I will double check the clasp and make sure I haven't just been blind, because that can happen. It's not coming up as silver. Very, very delicate and very cute. Tiny little charms. No, showing it to you the wrong way round. Did you miss gold? No, but I had a very badly worn piece of gold platedness. Oh, Sam's here. Hi, Sam. So that's more modern. And the one I was trying to pick out, I don't know with these. Sometimes I think chains do well, and sometimes maybe they don't. But this is acrylic and silver tone, sort of hammered. Not particularly well made, I would say. I really don't think that's... Some of these acrylic necklaces are lovely, but some of them much less so. And that doesn't have a maker. Gosh, don't you see these everywhere? I think we've seen a few of these in our time. Sort of trying to look vintage. It isn't. It's got a lot of wear on the back, sadly. I think somebody could probably make better use of the acrylic and faux pearls if that went into craft, because that's a little bit worn. As was that. There we go. I suppose that would be an ankle chain. Like a double tennis bracelet. Oh, hang on a minute. No. It's kind of got two lobster claws, but it's really very small. Quite confused about that. And it's missing stones, so crack. This has a label, so let's have a quick look. Laura Ashley. Sadly, Laura is a bit worn, so I think this may be for craft. It's very worn around the back there. There's loads and loads of stones, rhinestones in there, so that will be very useful for somebody. Now, I can't ignore this one anymore. It's orange. Is orange colour again this year? Is orange a thing? These are acrylic, and I'm thinking they're possibly quite modern. They're brighter orange than they're looking on here, but they're very much acrylic ones that aren't really grabbing me. Very orange. Okay, this is rather unusual. Can't really show you the whole thing. It's quite a long one. Oh, right. These little beads do have tiny little flowers, like millefiori flowers on them. So the glass beads are lovely. I'm not sure what the rest of it is. I think that's acrylic. What is it? That's me trying to see how cold it is. Sure, it's not completely unattractive. Again, it's got a slightly holiday vibe about it. But those sort of, yeah, that's more symmetrical. Those beads are quite nice, and I think they might be glass. It could be a little nicer than it first appeared. Let's have a look. Certainly needs a clean. Tad grubby. Yeah, it's funny because these sort of silver tone stations that are in between appear to be kind of plastic, really, rather than metal. Very lightweight feeling. So a real mixture of materials used there. So I'm not too sure about that one, though I do like the beads. Natural collection. Oh, okay. mismatched earring. Don't mind if I do. They're just some little earrings, little studs. Although bizarrely the middle one is they're odd ones. Not quite sure what happened there. Natural collection. I failed to see anything remotely natural about a stud earring. Right, let's detangle a little bit more. Oh no, this is a bit full on as well. These are all acrylic beads. And quite a long one. Quite lively, but colourful. I don't think that's tremendously modern, but I wouldn't say it's particularly old either. It's very hard to tell with these sort of things, but they're quite nice. They've got some sort of AB, but they are plastic, acrylic. But some good colours there, hot pink and orange and gold. Yeah, more modern one. There'll be something on wire. You always get something on wire, don't you? That's what's on the wire. I don't know. I never quite know what to make of these. Partly because they're not symmetrical and there's kind of odd. This might be very much a homemade one, but you've kind of got these odd little silver rings that just don't appear. Hang on. The silver rings originally had little charms attached. Little butterfly thing, little leaf. The thing is, these two up here have lost their charm, so I think that may very well go for craft because there's some nice beads there. Some good use. It's very unpleasant wire. That's not even wire. That is literally the fishing line stuff. Right, someone can craft with those. Oh, there's an earring, quite pinky. I don't dislike that actually. That's quite. It's certainly of an era, but and I've got the other one. I've got definitely plastic. Vintage style, I would say they probably are, rather than actual vintage. Oh, sorry, sore face today. Oh, I'm kind of trying to get the big stuff out first, so untangle all the other stuff. Well, we've all seen these, haven't we? There we go, another one of them chunky monkeys with squares and metal. Big rings and stuff. Yeah, it hasn't got a brand on it. I mean, that would look really nice, with a sarong and all summery somewhere foreign. What don't we wish? But there is some wear to the silver beads, so that may have to go. They're not silver, the silver tone beads. Just at the back of the neck there. Somebody obviously did wear it on holiday on a hot day. But there's lots of things in there that can be harvested and used. Yeah, tangles. Oh, this has got a real holiday vibe to it, hasn't it? And who are we? Next. Okay, we're next. It's kind of on, when they do them on a bootlace, but you have all that dangling around in your cleavage. A selection of things. Beads, silver I'm probably showing the wrong way around. There we go. Probably that way around. There we go. So there you go, all that dangling in your cleavage. Not always a good thing. But I'm not particularly fond of that style of necklace. I just think they're annoying because they can get in the way and make a noise. It's on this. On these little bracelet. Very, very shiny silver tone with a little. It's meant to be amethyst, could it be? I think that has got an amethyst chip in it. Really felt sweet. Another one of these. Put it with the other one. I quite like what I've got so far. I mean, there's certainly a good couple of pieces I can sell, so I've made my money back. And as I say, that I'm happy with because this is fun. I like doing this. Okay, this one has a barrel clasp. Oops. I could do it up. It's very tiny. Little beady. Sort of has a slight homemade feel about it. What's quite cute about it is it's got tiny, tiny stars. Little 5 pointy stars. Will you do up? There you go. I don't know if they've used a silver clasp, but it's certainly quite tarnished, which makes me think it might be. Polish, polish, you never know. Oh, actually, that's shone up quite nicely. Okay. Maybe there's a mark somewhere then. Anyway, it's the tiniest amount of silver, but I think it's just the barrel clasp at the back is silver. Yes, but when you get jewellery, you don't get a small £5 bag. You get about 500 kilos of the stuff. That's kind of when they bring it on a pallet, then you need a lot. So that is quite sweet. That may well resell. I don't know. I tend to go through these things again at a later point and go, no, can't be bothered. Let someone else sell it. This is one of these very light, very large gold tone with the, I think they're acrylic, these. Oh, there's the glass. Anyway, big chains. But people like big chains, don't they? A bit of bling, that's quite a statement. Yeah. Lex's quantity of jewellery is legendary. Amazing. Mind you, I suppose if I had the opportunity to acquire that amount of jewellery, I'd probably take it. I would probably take it. So it's who you know, isn't it? It's your face. Oops. Saying only 925 on this. It felt quite nice. Oops. Felt like it might have been, but it's not. I think it's more like a Claire's sort of piece with a little. That butterfly is quite kiddie, isn't it? So I think it's more modern. It's going to start getting tangulated, so let's try and start the process by loosening it all up. I mean, there's a right old load of tangles going on there. In fact, I think that's one necklace. You know, those multi-layer strand things. You just want, you don't need. Yeah, but want is, you know, why not? It's fun. It's fun to play with. Oh, Lord, there's everything going on in here. Oh, I found another button there. Maybe there's a set. They're so cute, though. They've got little... What's that bug on there? A bit hard to tell. But they are quite cute. There's 2 of these so far. I think that's probably all I've got. There's some earrings. I have got to try and untangle some of this, so I'm not left with just tangles at the end. Right, this is a very old heart shape. And I say old because they've run there's a groove around the edge that the string, the lace goes into. It's one of these adjustable ones, kind of hippified. Quite sweet. I'm not sure. I think that's a piece of ceramic. Yeah, that sort of pottery kind of thing going on there. They get so tiny, these little sort of friendship bracelets. Tiny, tiny things. It's quite modernist in style. I don't know if it actually belongs to this chain though. Because it seems very shiny and the chain isn't. Just a plain piece of something shiny. The chain itself has a more yellowish tinge to it, so it's a different. I'm not sure these are actually a match particularly. But you know, kind of sweet nonetheless. Not my cup of tea. Yeah, that's it. I'm not so fond of the modern stuff. Unless it's like something about the design that makes me go, ooh, like. I'm going to have to undo a couple of things here. Pull it through. This is very much a modern one as well. Quite sweet. There we go, a little graduated. Not sure if that middle one is meant to be textured. I think actually, yes, every other one is textured. And the gunmetal tone ones are not. It's quite modern, quite nice. Not too chunky. Try and put the earrings to one side. We'll come back to those. Man, there's knobs. Oh, that's very odd. Sort of. Alright, it's kind of on a thing, and it's jewellery? No, probably not. I wouldn't have said that was jewellery. Oh, that's cute. They're pinky stones, actually. They're difficult to show, isn't it? Possibly vintage, not terribly old. Unsigned. I think I see what's happened. Is the clasp has got kind of bent over, so I can probably unbend that because that's quite cute. Not with my nail, because I won't have any nails left. But it's not actually missing stones. It's a little bit different. I haven't seen one like that in a while. Get off. Let him go. They really want to hang out together, this lot. Oh, man. No. Hang on, another one's got involved. What is going on here? Because there's one I actually want out of this, so I will unpick. Yeah. It's kind of one of those things where I know what I like. I also know certain things sell, but I still buy what I like. Even if it's not particularly profitable, I just like it. And it's like, well, so what, really? Makes me happy. Things that need rehoming. Okay, this is plainly a more modern piece. There we go. This funny kind of acrylic, weird circle on the end. So that's more of a modern thing. They're all in good nick. I mean, there's nothing broken in here. I mean, she said to me, "Oh yes, we've got a bag ready. You can have that." And she said, "Well, there's nothing broken in it this time." I'm not complaining about the last bag, actually, truth be known. But I'm not complaining at all. It was amazing. It's fair to say. Oh, this is one of these sort of. That's tiny. That's going to be right up around your throat. That is, and there's a bonus hair. It's not mine. Long, but it's not mine. It's funny, I think because of having long hair, I'm not squeamish about other people's hair at all. It doesn't bother me. Yeah, that's kind of cute, I guess. Oh. Nom, nom, nom. That's one. That's a hell of a necklace. I think I can see what's happened here. I think this is one necklace. God, that's going to take a... Oh, no, what's happened? That's got tangled, that's why. Just that little bit at the back. Right, it's one of these. Silver tone. It looks a bit messy. It looks like it needs a... I've got to untangle the bottom bit, but you can get the drift there. It's quite nice. I like these sort of things. With a dangle. For the crevasse. I've missed something here. It's when it's short and curly, you got to... Yes. Exactly. A long hair is never a problem. Oh dear. It's a race to see who can come out with all kinds of stuff. Everyone's on form today. It was another long one. Definitely a long necklace day. This has got it. This is autograph, which is M&S. And it's one of these, very M&S style, really, quite classic. Bit of mesh work going on. Some silver tone, acrylic, crystal style beads. Very grown up jewellery, I always think that sort of thing is. Ah, slightly vintage. And it's tiny. Oh my God. I'm not sure that should be twisted. Why is that so small? The clasp doesn't look right for the necklace. It is a choker. I presume you'd wear it. So that really is right up there, kind of length. It's very light. Faux pearls. I'm not sure if people like this style or not though. But you know, they're perfectly decent. They're not worn or nasty, and it's got the you see what I mean? It's got the nice bright gold, and then it's got this clasp which is not. So I might switch that out for the shinier one, really, just so it matches. We're coming out with earrings here. Now this is the load that I actually, let's say, got from. Why is that stuck on there? That I actually got from a charity shop, but I did go into another charity shop and got some more jewellery, and I went and saw a friend who was selling some on behalf of the jewellery, and I made a donation and bought some from her. So, you know, that was all good. I'm just popping the earrings to one side because we'll cover those in a minute. So I've actually got charm bridesmaid. Oh, oh Lex. Oh dear gosh. No, that's just no. Nope, nope, and nope again. Here's hoping, but no. Little gold tone, more modern chain. Of course, I check everything now, don't I? Because I'm like, oh wow. This is a little bit too bright and shiny, really. But it is in very, very nice condition. And it's one of these tiny little rope chains. Very useful because I may have pendants that can go on there. Oh, right. That's confusing. This must be one necklace too. And it is. Hang on, what's going on? What is going on? It's got little chains with extra things on. Ooh, asymmetrical. Here we go, it's got little chains and that's got that, but it hasn't got the chain. So I wonder if it's actually missing the little chains that should go on the side and the balls come off. So that'll be for craft. It's all acrylic and there's lots of beads and things one can use. I'm seeing another chain here that looks rather worn. And it's another multi one. Tag Nation. Oh, there's an earring in there. There we go. Oops. It's one of these, but it is actually rather worn at the back. And it's not vintage or anything, so I think that is probably a craft piece. Getting near the bottom, people. Do tell me if you want to show the other stuff or whether I should do that another day. Oh, okay. That one's got tangled here. That looks quite promising. I was a little bit. There we go. Right. Let me untangle. You do not want to part company. Right, okay, I'll show you this one first because this isn't the terribly promising one. This is, I think, M&S again. M&S. Perfectly sweet little acrylic crystal arrangement. Sweet tin gunmetal. What I was trying to untangle from it was it's a tiny, tiny little grass, but with the possibility of it being on a silver chain. So let's have a look. It'd be nice to get a bit of silver, wouldn't it? I mean, yeah, this is 925 on the clasp, or something very similar. It's a very short chain, a very light chain. And then there's this tiny cross, which if I peek at this, it's so small. That might not be, actually. I'd have to look at it more closely. It may be that what they've done is they've got a silver chain. They've got a silver chain, then pop their favourite item on the back, which in this instance happened to be a cross. Yeah, I'm not convinced. This isn't quite as good as my loop, but possibly not. But if it isn't, then I will put, I've got silver things that could use chains to go on. So it might be tiny, but it's silver, so can't complain at that. Oh no, that's odd. Ah, okay. Sorry, right, I'm picking out odd things. Nearly there with these. Yes, so you want to see more. Okie dokie. Yeah, I sort of lucked out of it today, really. I was on a time thing because I had to be at this friend's. So I didn't buy, I didn't even look at clothes. I saw another reseller scooping up the clothes and I thought, yeah, I used to do that. I've never felt that before about clothes. So there we go. These are acrylic, and metal ball and chain, gunmetal. Quite sweet, really nice reds. I love things with red in. And oh, I like this. I mean, again, this isn't anything I know, but I just like anything that's Aurora Borealis. And this is a mixture, baby, and some slightly matte. How pretty is that? It looks so nice. Just cute. I like things like that. Now, earrings wise, okay, it's got a back and a back, is it? Why have we got? There's another little tangulation which I will tackle. There's a back that doesn't appear to belong to anything. Very hard to show earrings, isn't it? I think these have possibly seen better days. They're very small, and they are red. I think they might be carnelian or something like that. I was trying to see whether or not they might be silver. I don't think so. I'm not getting close with it. No. Ah, it's so small I can't even hold them in my fingers. Bring it on. Okay, I'll keep going then. Why not? Because I should be doing a lot more work, but I'm not feeling very worky. I mean, I am working when I'm doing this, aren't I? I'm sorting. So, these are on some rather scummy hooks, unfortunately. They're just little handmade things, but it's nice beads. Little earrings. Quite cute, but I think they're a bit worn, so crafting. There's an odd earring here. So that's a solo. I have got a bag of solo earrings that I think I'm trying to build up to enough. Now, I was confused here. But I think what's happened is that we have two earrings. Get my fat fingers out of the way. There you go, a little crystal and a little faux pearl gold tone. And then there was this, which is very similar. Now, I think possibly that's meant to go on this chain. It's got that same sort of brightness about it. I'm just doing a check for a name or anything I should know about. But no, they're very clearly faux. So I could, if I so wished, because it's got a huge bail on it, pop this on here. Maybe someone would like them as a set, because they're very delicate and very sweet. For someone who's delicate and sweet, which isn't me, clearly. Oh, Lainey's in. Oh, hello, Lainey. Nice to see you. You had a good weekend? There we go. So actually, that it might be a bit too chunky for it. Maybe. No, it's that way now. That's possibly a little chunky for it. We'll see. I'll think of what to do with those. But they look basically new. They really look like they've never been worn. So I'll put those together. A little bag to put those together. There. Now I have got a tangulation. And there's a potentially nice thing in there, actually. I say that, but I could be wrong. I just don't want to destroy or cut anything. Because how do they get so tangled on a really bad, what looks like a curtain rail? Truly does. So how's everyone's weekend been? Had nice ones? Been booting? Filled your boots? I went to a different boot sale on Saturday, which was very small and didn't look very promising to start with, I have to confess. I picked up a few things, but it's very unlike me to come out of a boot fair spending, I think, £7. No, I spent about £8 or something, and about £3.50 of that was on some new cotton, which I needed because I've got a big coat to sew up and I'd run out completely of black cotton. Lexercise. Lexercise. So many ways with a name, eh? So many things you can do. Right, this, sadly, is exceedingly tarnished, this cross. And it's on a fairly plain chain. The chain itself is actually all right, so what I might do at some point is to hoik the chain out, because they can be useful. Or I might just craft a lot. Like I say, there's this very odd bangle. Don't know what that's. I think it's just worn. And then there's this, but it's wrapped around some other things. So I'm trying to... Vicky. Oh, I've got a friend called Vicky. That'd be hilarious. I've got a friend called Vicky. It's a stainless steel one. It's a Claire's type job. And that I might just have to keep the picture. So in case you forget your own name. No. Little it with a butterfly. And this is what I was trying to untangle. It's still very knotted. Tiny little 5-pointy star. Very hard to see, isn't it? Excuse my grubby fingers. That's quite nice though. On a very thin chain, which made me think could be silver. And now, I mean, the chain is so tiny. Ah, that looks like, it feels like silver. I'd be hard pushed to say for sure. I'd have to test. It's so small. And I'll have to undo it with the pin. But it's really cute. It's got really nice, bright stones on it that I just can't get it to show. Against something black, maybe that will help. No, overexposed. There we go. See, shiny, shiny star. You went to the park with your badge and the ducks weren't impressed. No ducklings now. Oh, there should be ducklings. Oh gosh, I hope they're all right. They're very cute. Oh, that does say. Oh, hang on. I think that says 925. Hard to be sure when my lips a long ways away in my handbag. But that, so there's a couple of bits of silver there, which is nice. Couple bits of silver, always a good thing. Earrings, earrings, earrings. Over there. So that was my £5 bag, and I'm very pleased with that. I don't think that's not a problem at all. That's just really nice. And that's just really warm. There we go. Yeah, craft. Don't want to mess about. Okay, so popping those somewhere where I won't forget where they've gone. Not sure what to do with those 2 buttons. They may end up in my button box. Little things. Little things. Okay, I'm going to put all this into a separate bag. Oh, no, I'm going to drop it all on the floor. Put it on the little bag. Re-look at later. Decide for sure if I'm going to sell them individually or no. That needs fixing. Right. Onwards and upwards. Oh God, what am I doing? There we go. Right. So, next we have. Oh, where do I begin? Right. These are my charity shop purchases. And they came from the other shop. Oh yeah. I paid £3 for this, which may have been overpaying, but it was in the same shop that I got the £5 jewellery bag from. So I kind of thought, well, you know, it averages out quite well. So I'm just waving this around in front of you willy-nilly, with no regard for how sick it will make you feel if I wave it around too much. The beads are all flipped over the wrong way. There we go. Right. These are all glass. And there's AB ones, but there's also some lovely little ones with, you know, that Italian type glass or Czech type glass. Really, really sweet. The only thing that is slightly wrong with this is that there was one of the little strings that was fastened on, and they kind of like there, right at the end there. No, right at the end there. You can see that's wrong, isn't it? That's so wrong. They fixed it on the end, and that's not where it belongs. That should actually go in there, because that looks like a gappy tooth. Now I've got some gold tone jump rings. In fact, there's one there already, and I can fix it back on properly. I thought that was worth saving. It's so pretty. It's so lovely. It's probably vintage because it has a hook for a clasp, and no, there's nothing written on the hook. But I just thought that was so cool. I just really like the design of it, and that's an easy fix. I can do that. I'm not a fixer per se. I don't have any expertise in that area, but I'll give it a go when it's something that simple. So yes, I overpaid for that bit, but it was in the context of, in the context of things that I get very cheaply. So moving to a different charity shop. I picked this up because it was mad. You know me. Dirty buggers. That fibre was well stretched. Here we go. This actually is a belt. It's mad. It's all these beads, the glass. So it's surprisingly heavy. It's got these kind of cabochons in here. That's a very lurid pink, that one. It's kind of a hollow metal. There we go. Got a mother of pearl in there. And then this one, for some reason, is very twisted up. Now, I think it just needs untangling. And then it literally fastens with a hook across. I'm sure I can work out how to untangle that. Because I've got to play with it and try and work out how that can. Yeah, that's going to take some doing, but for £1.50, I thought it was worth a go because gosh, there's so many lovely beads on there, and that's quite a cool belt. I mean, it's mad, but you know me. I've never seen anything like that before in a belt, and I thought someone will love that. Yeah, Becky loves it. Yeah, it's mad enough for us, isn't it? So I had to really. You know, it's nothing amazing in itself. It's not a make, but that's the kind of style. Probably needs a wash too. That's the kind of style I like. Now, what do I do with that cloth? Oh, what am I? Ah, there we go. Right. It is filthy, and it will polish up all right. So, right. So there was that. This I couldn't resist because it's so neat. It's got these. It only cost me £1, which is always a good thing. Ah, sticky labels on glass. Horrible. Right, we'll get rid of that at some point. But if you can actually see, it's got these tiny bubbles. Was it Bola Conte? Isn't that what they call the control? And it's a tiny ashtray, really. But I just thought that is so pretty. I mean, who knows if it's Murano or not, but the bubbles are so even and well done that it kind of made me think maybe it is. Ah, thank you for registering interest there. How big is it? I should be talking about this. I do need to get it all the right way around though. I would say that's going to fit up. Actually, it fits up to about a 36. So it could be a hip belt. About 36. It's not adjustable, that's the thing. I'll show you. Hang on. Bear with. I've got a big jumper on, so it might work. Oh. No. So that's how it is. Will it fit your beetle body? I think it'll be quite big on your beetle body, to be fair, as you call it, because you're slimmer than I am. Certain areas. Oh, no, it's all caught up on me. I don't know. We'll have to look into that in a bit more detail. But I do need to be able to untangle it first. It's just got all the colours in. I love these colour beads. My magpie eye was drawn to that immediately. Right, where was we? Oh. That was fortunate. It was very nearly a broken, possibly Murano little ashtray. Gorgeous, or pin tray, or whatever people are calling it. This hoofing cuff. I can't wear brass, but people can. They like these things. It's got these cabochons, which are probably glass rather than stone. Looks like someone's tried to clean it with brush, though, which is never a good idea. Hang on. It's not going to work with all my stuff that way around. There we go. I've got quite small wrists. There we go. Yes, I am Wonder Woman. Oops. So it's quite flexible. And it says, there's a little stickers on it that say made in India. So it's Indian made. So I quite like that. Paid £1.50 for it. And that was, again, that's me liking quirky stuff. Love, love, love. Big statement. Massive jewelleries. Do like that. Right, let's put you over there. Then I spotted a bag that said that on it. Now I know because I found some of this in the past. It's something to do with precursor to Christian Dior, I think. In fact, there's other things in here. Let me dig out what relates. Sorry, let's check this. Nasty stiff earring things. Right, we have a pair of earrings, and I was having to go through this big thing. Look at these, aren't they cool? Like a basket weave. Earrings. And necklace. It's a nice set. And it says Grosse on it. Now I know I need to look this up again because this is different. Grosse, Grosse, but I figured if it has its own bag, and again it's one of those well-made ones. It's a really nice. This is a modern. Well, I say yeah, it's a very big lobster clasp. But that's Grosse. That's the inside, and that's the outside side. And it just appealed. It's that one of these very simple with free fluff, apparently. There is a little, yeah, there is a little wear because it's not bright gold colour. It's obviously fairly well made. I would say it's a reasonably good quality piece. So I liked that. See, I'd found that in one earring, and I was having to go through all these baskets to try and find that. And the woman behind the till actually found it for me. It's like, thank you very much. So this says, I didn't even read this, it's just seen the bag, grosse, and then inside it says, we got German. I'm not even going to attempt German. There we are. Ce bijou est une création reposée signée. So it's signed. Okay. This jewel, and below it says it in English. I mean, look, how stupid is that? It's me reading it in French. And it says, this jewel has a copyright and is signed. Paris, Milano, New York, Tokyo, London, Banana, Barcelona even, fashion jeweller. So who knows? I quite liked it anyway. It is nice, isn't it? Those simple lines. You see, I like the mad stuff that's like crazy and chaotic, and then you get the really simple, classic. I love that. Love. So there was that. I paid £1.50 for that set, which I was quite pleased with. Then, I don't think these are glass. I couldn't tell in the shop. So that might have been an error. These, I think, are plastic, which is annoying, but hey-ho, they're still vintage. Quite often you get these in their glass, but they're not heavy enough. These are actually, they're vintage, so that's fine. That's fine. I think there might have been £1, something like that. I think they sort of did me a price on the lot, to be honest. I thought this was rather cute. I'm not sure it's actually meant to be anything, but I like the shape. And as far as I could tell, it wasn't missing anything. And it has lots of little rhinestones. It seemed to be very nicely made. But I couldn't see a signature. And I don't think I can now. No, it's not signed. I think it might be a modern reproduction of an older piece, or much more modern piece. But I kind of thought that's got a certain Edwardian feel, nice charm about it. Someone will love it. That's how I look at it. Someone will love it. And yeah, these are glass. Phew. This is a long flapper length glass, knotted black glass French jet, whichever way you look at it, bead set. So I'm not sure these are as popular as I wish they were. I do think they're timeless and classic, and yeah, I'm drawn to them. I think that's what it is. I like a nice cut bead. They're grubby. But other than that, they're fine. So that's not too bad, is it? So that was from that shop. And then, when I went and saw my friend from the charity shop, she had all these things she'd been sorting out. Now, she did say it's all costume. There's no silver or anything in there. I've been through it all. Okay, said I. Quite happy. Just want to find interesting things. Now, I got 15 pieces and I paid £1 a piece. So it's £15 and it's donated to the Tom. She called it Uncle Tom because she's always doing things like that. It's not that. It's the Sir Tom, or the ex-Sir Tom, I suppose. Or the Tom that no longer is, that has shuffled off this mortal coil, etc., etc. So the money's gone directly there. So that's fine. That's all good and dandy. So I cherry-picked the bits that I wanted. Didn't buy loads. 15 pieces was enough, but I had a catch up with them, which was lovely because I haven't seen them in ages. Such a nice lady. First thing I picked up was this. This is modern, but it's very much in the style of And this is lovely. It's not actually. Well, I don't know if it is abalone or not. It could very well be, but you know, sometimes they put that quite thick layer of I wouldn't say enamel, but it's not. It's the resin over the top of it. This has got a very thick layer. But I thought that is nice. I really, really like the style of these. They look really retro and really cool. Ouch, not silver, obviously. But hey ho, quite nice. So there was that. I really should stop bagging things, shouldn't I? Put it to one side. I've got a lot of work to do. Sorting all these out. So there's that one. Number one. Piece number two. Again, I need to get the tickets off them. This is a bit mad. It's very beachy. But again, it's slightly different to the ones I've seen normally. Oh, I need to do something with those, don't I? They look like crooked teeth in a mouth. Needs a bit of straightening out. It's just got twisted on itself. But it has that sort of beachy feel, I suppose, which everyone's going to love. And I quite like the lapis chips. At least they are either sodalite or lapis. Sodalite is the other blue one. Yeah, I think it might be lapis. They've got gold flecks in them. So I thought that was kind of cool. Quite nice. I don't know if it's a homemade one. It certainly isn't signed. Oh, it does say 95 on the clasp. So that's quite likely to be lapis then, if they've gone to all that trouble. So that felt nice. Here we go. There we go. So that's rather nice. There we go. Fab. Next. Now, when I first saw this, I thought, oh my God, that's a bit, that's berry, isn't it? I kind of picked it up and thought, what's that then? And then I looked inside and it said Monet. You can barely see that there, but that does actually say Monet. There is some wear. No, it's not wear. It's been enamelled. I thought that was wear because my eyes were deceiving me. So, okay, that doesn't have wear. I don't know what these little white things are. They're kind of not shiny enough to be trying to be pearls, if you know what I mean. Oh, is that more? Damn it, no. Yeah, there's a bit of... They've got a coating on them and it's been chipped. So that, sadly, is likely to be going to craft. But there's a bit of a corking glass bead there. That's probably going to go into craft. Again, I was busy nattering and I didn't really want to be sitting there with the loop out, you know, because you just don't. So that may have to go to craft. Just the way of these things. Now, these weren't tangled when I put them in the bag. They are now. Oh, it's the tags. That's what it is. It's the tags. Got them in the way. Right, these, if I can get to them, it was more the colour. They are acrylic beads. They are not stone, but they're trying to be a bit turquoisey. They've got gold in between, gold tone beads in between, and they have a nice clasp, made in Hong Kong. So nice vintage beads. There we go. So I thought they were quite good. I mean, they're for £1. You know, this is the thing. If I'd been in a charity shop and they'd been like £3 that they would have been hoping for, I'd have been like, yeah, they're a bit like that. Yeah, they look like they were teeth. I was like, don't want to go there with teeth, really. So, sort of something like that. Please untangle. They really are. Not wanting to part company. Right, I thought this was cute. It's one of those adjustable, you know, those sort of pull adjustable little cords, but it's a nice piece of malachite, which I thought was rather sweet. Just a plain piece of malachite. Didn't really get the chance to see if the if it was silver. I think it probably is because it's such a nice piece of malachite. Maybe not. Oh, I don't know. Very hard to tell. Very hard to tell. Sorry, radio silence there. Not good. But I could possibly be on silver. I'll test it anyway and see. But probably just because I'm not looking hard enough for the marks because my eyes are tired. Now this is another one of these slightly mad. Yes. Right. This is quite heavy. They're all glass beads. There's like millefiori. Show you properly the millefiori beads as you go along. Lots of different ones, sort of mottled ones. Oh, and a bone's hair. Yeah, there really is bone's hair. Molting. Some people are molting. How rude. So I think that's got. It's those colours, isn't it? The pink and the green. It's very spring-like and lively and energetic sort of colours. There's a hint of the 80s about it. I'm just trying to look at the clasp here. It's one of these little hooky clasps that, you know, looks a bit handmade. Shepherd's crook type shape. And that's silver. Nice. I don't know if the chain is. The hookies. It'd be nice if the chain was. Yeah, they're individually soldered. So chances are those are on silver. So that's a say for my morning. Nice one. Even if they'd be wanting £4 for it, I'd have thought about it. Like that. Oh. Ew. No, should go that way. There we go. So the right way around, it looks far more attractive because here's some shiny bits. Little shiny crystals, none missing. There was a really, really blingy brooch, but I didn't buy it because it had wear and it was missing stones, but it was beautiful. But it was just, it wasn't signed either, so no, I just didn't. This is a very lightweight one. It's quite short, quite a short length. Base of the neck, but pretty. Very pretty. It does have a little bit of wear. But, you know, don't people expect a little bit of wear on some vintage things? See what? I mean, it's hard to show you. Just a tiny bit, just there and just there. It's like, surely someone's going to love it, though. I don't want to craft something that's complete and actually quite good. So we'll try. If no one wants it, then it'll end up in craft. Oh, let's go. This I picked up because it's so kitsch. It's just a gold tone chain with a very 70s medallion with all the signs of the zodiac on. Just mad. Proper 70s night out there. And it's in reasonable nick. Even better nick when it's actually clean. But yeah, I thought that was mad enough. Someone will want that. Very lightweight. Some of these pieces really are, aren't they? And we've got a tangle. Right, I should go for this one. You know how you do that sometimes? Why did I buy that? Because it says made in Italy. So that means there's the glass. Could be something nice. This is antiqued brass stone. There we go. Let me actually show you. Again, some interesting beads. Green again. Getting drawn to green. I know it's because it's springtime, I suppose, but it just has a nice drop to it. A little cluster of beads. Little glass beads all along. Nice. Yeah, quite nice. Unusual, I suppose. And this one I picked up because it's classic. Stainless steel. Here it comes. Nice Rivoli stone in that sort of stainless steel with a slightly brushed finish. Very classic of that style. Very space age. Flying saucer? Anyone? Just a pop over the head style. I liked it. Not signed or anything, but I don't know. These things appeal to me. Right, okay. Last of the necklaces, and I've got some little things. I'm not sure what stone these are. They're quite small beads. And I'll try and show you. They're sort of bluey. Sapphire and steel. I like Rivoli. You don't like ravioli? God, that's a hard thing to say, isn't it? I've got a pair of cufflinks that are a blue Rivoli stone in gold tone, and I use those. I've got a couple of shirts that have French cuffs, so they're mine. I can't imagine a bloke wearing them, though. Well, maybe it's quite flamboyant, I think, to want to wear them. I'm not sure what these are. Maybe these are sodalite. But it just had a nice feel to it. Nice little beaded necklace. Right, now onto the smalls. Random tickets. This I picked up because it's mad. How cool is that? Yeah, hey, it's glass. It's like that fused glass. And it looks like it's on a silver bail, although we're not sure. And it had something on the back, so I have no idea what that is on the back. It doesn't look like letters. I don't know what that looks like. But now I've got it home, I can have a look at the bail and see if it is indeed silver. In a way, that wasn't why I bought it. I bought it because I thought that's weird. It's a one-off. It might be what's a homemade piece, but a crafted piece. I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't think that is. We'll see. I will test it. But it's a proper solid setting for it, so it's not going anywhere. I just like it. Textured and brutalist and modernist and interesting. And the colour of that bit of glass in the middle is amazing. Doesn't show up very well on camera. And this sort of this changes colour, this piece. Like a peacock feather. Absolutely amazing. So I love that. I liked it. Just for being very unusual. Then we're on the earrings. Now I've bagged them all really nicely, so I've now got to unbag them. No, I haven't. I can do it that way. Right. Oh, whoa. That slid off. Clip-on earrings. These are sort of door knocker style. In silver tone. They are any names. I always live in hope that they're by somebody when they're so well designed. Got that. Yeah. Don't think so. Don't think they're by anyone in particular, but I just like those because it's the door knocker design. I know that's very much an 80s thing, and that's kind of coming back. So there's those. And I did find some silver. I did. Very, very difficult to see, though. I quite liked these because I thought I'd like them. Oh, what's going on here? There. They're tiny little sleeper earrings with a dangly crystal at the bottom. They're really not very big, but I just looked at the construction. They're well made. And I can double check now to see if that was what they actually say. 925. Somewhere on them. They just have the right feels. Well made for something so small. I thought I'd seen a mark somewhere. It does say it, but it is in the absolute tiniest writing, and it's actually on the piece that goes through the ear. So I thought they were quite nice and barely any silver in them. They're absolutely lightweight, but cute. That was my thinking. And the very final earrings, I picked the bamboo style. Oh, can't get into those. Doing this. And again, my interest has peaked in these because, oh man, I can't get them out. Because the bit that goes through the ear, how does that work then? Oh, I see there. I like them. I'll show you. I'll try and show you them. I'll show you one. Okay. But they kind of, you have to kind of open them out to get them out. They don't clip in, which I thought was a bit strange. I'm peering at them because they look really good. But I can't be convinced of that. I'm not, as you all know, I'm no expert whether something could be really good or not. Or I pass it up and go, oh, it's just costume, and it turns out not to be. There's something about the way these are made that makes me think they could be something nice. Oh, I could be completely wrong. I could spend an age trying to see if I can see a mark, because they're not big, they're absolutely tiny. I think I might need a loop for that. But oh, my hands are filthy. That's the problem with jewellery, isn't it? Could they be gold? Could they? Hello, pussycat. Sorry, my cat's complaining. Hasn't seen me all day. Yeah, they just so look like they could be. You know, they're hollow, they're not heavy. Max, come and say hello to everyone. No, don't just complain. I'm here. Max. He's funny. He is the funniest cat. I'm going to have to investigate these a bit further because it's possible. Because anything's possible there, isn't it? You never know. It could just be absolutely nothing. But I was kind of prepared to take a punt when I saw them. Well, you know, if they are, they are, and if they're not, they're not. They don't appear to be marked, though, which would be very odd. I'm thinking possibly not. You know how you get cleaned up? Oh, they clean up all right then. Yeah, I'm going to have to do some testing on those. I'm not, but they're so delicate. You think, well, why would you bother making something like that if it wasn't worth doing? So there you have it. That's my stuff. That's what I've come up with today. I'm very pleased with that. And yeah, I'm tired now. It's been a busy day. So thank you all for joining me. My God, I must have been on that long. You see, all at once. That's me lot. So thanks for watching anyway, and take care. Have a good week hunting. Get loads of stuff, fill your boots, and make lots and lots of money. And maybe someone will switch eBay back on for me because I had a rubbish weekend. Anyway, it'll get better. It always does. So take care, and I will see you all soon. I'm going to go over here and wave awkwardly while I press this button, and then I'll press this one. Bye-bye now.